What kind of leader are you? Are you authoritarian or are you a team worker?
I think you have to ask my team. That's the best one to ask.
Dear friends, hello. We are at PepsiCo Ukraine and we are meeting the CEO of PepsiCo, Marek Tomalak.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hello, Marek. You're Canadian yourself, but nevertheless, you have been studying in Germany and Poland. Why not Canada?
So my family is Polish, and they went to Canada. We spent there a couple of years, and then my parents returned back to Poland. So I have had my education partially in Poland, partially in Germany. And I think it's a nice blend when you think about this one. Canada is known for certain things which people like about it, the openness, the tolerance, the creativity. But I think the East Europe has an amazing dynamism. When I look at Poland and now I look at Ukraine, there are many of the things that the world can learn from those countries and the nations. Then Germany, on the contrary, being cliché, they have amazing organization and amazing rule of law, which is also a good thing to learn. So I think this blend and the background is very inspiring in a way.
And you are now in Ukraine. Do you see the difference between Eastern Europe, like Canada as well, and Ukraine?
Yeah. Well, Ukraine has been always fascinating. That's the first reason I came to Ukraine and I accepted the offer that PepsiCo made to me. Ukraine has always been coming as one of the most dynamic markets in the region of East Europe. We have been seeing amazing growth coming from the region, but also amazing resiliency to the challenges that have been happening. The macroeconomy, the geopolitical situations, the way the Ukrainian team has reacted to those and the way they have been able to grow the business is fascinating. And then since I came here, I actually see the same happening. So every day something new happens. We are managing now with PepsiCo 4 categories, the snacks, beverages, juices and dairy. And you can be sure every day there will be some interesting challenge coming our way. But then all the Ukrainians handle this with amazing patience, with amazing persistence, and with a smile. I think that's a big thing about the Ukraine.
Yeah, I was informed that you are running marathons, right? And you're a very sporty, sporty guy. And how do you combine actually being sporty and take care of yourself and also be a businessman, having a very tough schedule?
I think the one connects amazingly well with the other. So obviously running and staying fit is helping you stay mentally sharp. That's the one obviously learning. The reality also is that when you run, you learn many skills that are practical in the business.
Like which?
Perseverance. You learn the grit. When you set yourself a goal, you plan how to achieve that goal, and then you continue day after day after day to train, to get prepared and to make it happen. But I think the key is the discipline. So I wake up every day around 5:30 to run before 7 so that I can have breakfast with the kids and then we drive them to school and get to the office on time. So I think it's a matter of planning and you can survive with that.
And when do you go to sleep? Then
I collapse quite early, I must say. By 11 o'clock, I am normally
by 11
out,
o'clock,
so yes.
So basically 6 hours and a half, it's enough for you. Good. What does motivate you?
That's a brilliant question, and I spent a lot of time actually thinking about this one as we went through many of the life-changing events. There are basically 4 principles that I put for myself on the door. It's always about the discovering the world, discovering the people, and discovering the insights that lie under our behaviors. Second is about growing your capabilities, growing your skill set, growing your own acumen that you have. Then about inspiring the people around you, including your colleagues, including your kids, your family. And then about enjoying, having some fun of it and making it with a smile. If you make those 4 happen at the same time, that's a state of flow. So you really don't feel the work, you really enjoy it.
What kind of leader are you? Are you authoritarian or are you a team worker? How?
I think you have to ask my team. That's the best one to ask. I think it's a mix of all. And I think that's what overall business knowledge normally says. No one style fits every situation. When you have crisis, you have to take a bit stronger lead. When the business is going on well, you have to allow for more space for creativity. And I try to balance those. I obviously have my biases, but I think the team can comment on this much more.
Do you continue to learn yourself? And if yes, how do you make it?
learn myself.
Learn, yes.
I do learn. So this is a constant process. There is a business learning. I regularly read the Harvard Business Review. I try to stay on course with the trainings PepsiCo offers. But I think it's now much more important to also learn yourself from the more psychology standpoint. As my behavior has a lot of impact on the behavior and emotions of the organization, I have to understand how I can work in symphony sort of with the organization. I have to manage my energy, I have to manage my emotions and make sure that the team works well. That's the tricky one.
What's the formula of success, according to you?
Grit. There is a nice word in English that describes this perseverance and this stubbornness in pursuing one goal, but also some level of joy from taking it. And I think this is what I enjoy about the running long distance marathons, where there is enough of the persistence you have to show, but you have to also enjoy the process. And when you see people who are able to stay on track, when you see the people who are motivated to keep on going despite the obstacles and enjoy that, that makes people successful in the end.